Well, the European Commission will adopt every trick and opportunity it has to try and force the negotiation to be completed. The European Commission as a mechanism, as an institution which is negotiating, is not changing anything. All it has done is to learn, to develop sweet language, rhetorics, to mask its fundamental positions and objectives. Fundamental position and objectives that it has held long before, since midterm review, midterm review and things like that. The European Commission has not therefore changed. Huh? But the way the European Commission is translating that development in the negotiations is no different from how it was from the very beginning. So, on the basis of the current proposals that even the European Commission has put on the negotiating table, the EPA remains as fundamentally anti-developmental as it was, even before the European government started making the point about development. In other words, the point that the European governments are making about development is still merely rhetoric. That in reality, they are allowing the European Commission to go ahead of a process of negotiations and to put on the negotiating table a number of demands and positions which, if realized, would destroy the developmental chance and opportunity of all the African regions and the Caribbean. As African groups within the Africa Trade Network, our position is fundamentally this, that the EPAs, as we see them now, in terms of the proposals on the table, and as our governments are having to respond to, are fundamentally anti-developmental. They will take away the capacity of our countries and our governments to develop the capacity to produce and meet the needs of the people and the economy. Now, whether you kind of face the process of the implementation of that agreement over a longer term period or not, the essential anti-developmental content and effect of the EPAs remain the same. So in a certain sense, we are sometimes, as Africa's Civil Society grows, disappointed with those groups in Europe who say that they have joined us to support our campaign. And we welcome them to support us and join our campaign, who have joined the Stop EPA campaign with this message. And then turn around and say longer term transition period or something called EPA light or some things will achieve development. In that sense, I suspect that those European groups which argue like that are actually going against the fundamental desires of the civil society groups and social constituencies in Africa and the Caribbean who feel that their livelihoods and their whole future is at stake.